Good Monday morning to you guys. Happy Labor Day holiday for those of you in the celebrating the Labor Day holiday. Just tweaking a few things here in the pit. Hello to Skipjack 95. You were in very early, of course. You got the 500 John Fly miles along with everyone else that was in early.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Mooney Bruva, thank you for the follow. Hello Virus City. Hello Silent Hill Seal. Camero, Mr. Chow. Flash. Thermal C. FSE Tony B. A10 Pilot. Piper 5299 X-Ray. Hope you guys are doing well. I also see Atomic Agent. Joe Nurses. Joe's 470. Oh boy 49. Po Bali CWM. Stuart TB. Welcome aboard. We're going to be doing an FS economy run here. I'm in the Cessna 172, and I'm here at Palm Springs. So this is a newly released Palm Springs that now there's a Palm Springs that's available on the org, but that one hasn't been updated in a while. In fact, when was the last update? So according to the last update for the Palm Springs was version 2.5, and that was updated in January. So there's been numerous updates since then, but that haven't been released, except for those that are on the early release program. So the early release program, you can find out details by contacting GPB500. You can type in exclamation GPB500 in the chat here, and that'll link you to his page. You can send him a message. I would recommend like a $30 to $50, $30, $40, $50 donation, and then you're going to get like 12 airports or more. And you're going to get airports that aren't even publicly available. So make a donation, support the guy. He's doing some amazing work. Let's just check out the night lighting for a moment. Got some really nice lighting of the I don't even think I have HDR turned on right now. I am going to do a drone flyby of this airport for an upcoming YouTube video. So keep an eye out for that. A lot of nice little cookies you can check out. Anyway, so we're gonna go over here to let's see here. Let's go over here to the other screen. I'll show you what we're doing here. So FS Economy, we're going from Palm Springs over to Kilo Charlie Lima Radio. It's a 64 nautical mile trip. It's going to be southeast. We're going to be going over the Salton Sea. We have 3 passengers that we're taking down there for a total value of $2,289. We're renting the 172 Skyhawk. It's about a little over halfway full of gas, and our rental price is $101 per hour. So that's our first leg today. So you're loving the new Ortho 4 XP update? Yeah, what do you love about that new update there, Skipjack? Just curious. In terms of quality of textures, aircraft, etc., is X-Plane good? I have P3D and the i7 6700K with 1080, so you can run all sims well, and currently have P3D. Would just like your opinion. Well, thermal. The only sim I ran Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator for 30 years. And that's not exaggerating. I actually started on 1.0 back in 1986. Then I went to P3D when it came out, and I was using both. Went all the way up to P3D 3.2, and then in October I switched to X-Plane, and I won't ever go back. I won't ever go back. I won't ever go back to a 32-bit simulator. Let's put it that way. I want to stay on 64-bit. Hello, Coop 1019. The integrated batch build and no fiddling with GIMP. Just got to figure out what source to use for France. Bing was a bit washed out. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that there's some updates going on. And Joseph 470.
But I think we're being followed.
Joseph 470, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You're currently in a flight in a Citation X from RDU to ACY. Nice, game player. Welcome. HJManYT, how you doing? All right, we're going to go ahead and log into FS Economy. We're going to start the aircraft here. So we'll go battery on, fuel pump, beacon, put our gear down, parking brake in, full mixture, and we'll start the engine here. Rev it up to 1,000 RPM. Starter back to both magnetos. You can turn the fuel pump off. Turn our avionics on. Are the aircraft decent quality? I would say that there are. Well, obviously you're going to have better flight dynamics. From an aesthetics point of view, probably the best looking plane in simulation is in the Cessna world, like the small Cessna world, is probably the A2A 172. But the Airfoil Labs 172, which you're seeing here live, it's pretty good. I mean, I fly this all over, and as far as jets are concerned, probably the best looking jet is still probably the NGX 737 NGX from PMDG. But there are FlyJ Sim 737 200 727 that are extremely awesome looking aesthetically. Your Fly Factor 767 for X-Plane is probably the best plane as far as functionality and overall flying, but the aesthetics are probably not as quite up to the level of a FlyJ Sim or a PMDG or a IXEG. The IXEG 737-300 is really a good looking plane and really good, really functional. They're still working on a few things, but yeah, I mean, you can't. It's just, yeah. All right, taxi light on. We'll go ahead and put in. Oh. Hey, Wicker. Nah, no audio there, but A Wicker with the donation there. Appreciate that very much. The $10 donation helping us get that much closer to our goal of getting the HD Fury splitter, the HD Fury splitter 4K UHD Pro, which will allow us to have the streaming PC, so we can get more frames, so the stream's that much better. So, thank you very much for the donation. And think it was it AWicker 19? I think is what it was. I can't find him in the chat right now. XPD is hosting. Thank you, Explain dedicated Wycliffe Barrett there, folks, with the host. Good afternoon for you over there in Europe.
5-card stud, nothing wild. And the sky's the limit.
All right, we're gonna do our taxi over to the runway. I'm just gonna check the winds here to see which runway we should take off. Winds are calm, so it's up to us. So we'll go ahead and taxi out to. We'll taxi out to 3-1, and then we'll turn around. Anyway, thank you very much for the donation. That will really help the goal. We're up to 55% on the goal, and thank you much, AWicker 19, for making the show that much more enjoyable for all of us. How much? You're in Cardiff. Oh man, you guys got the. Looking forward to hearing all about the flight simulation convention over there. What do they call that? What's it called? I know it's Flight Sim Con over here. Is it Flight? What's it called over there? I know that Laminar is going to be making the big announcement there. What, on the 8th of October, I think. So. How much of a frame is it? How much of a frame is it to stream on the same computer? Yeah, it's about 10 frames. I mean, occasionally it can be 7 or 8, but yeah, I would say on average it's about 10. So yesterday when I was flying the Piper Saratoga, it was like 15 frames coming out of Atlanta, and it was just killing me. So if I had a streaming PC situation, which we're getting very close to having, I'd be up in there 25. So 25 is tolerable. All right, it's called RAF Cosford. XPD Wycliffe. If you had a PC that can handle it, it's not a problem. But here's the problem. I have a 40-inch 4K TV, and so I run X-Plane at 4K resolution. I'm running, what is it? We'll take a quick look. I'm running at 3840 by 2160. So 3840 by 2160, you do lose frames. I don't think you can get much faster of a processor than what I have. Except for maybe going up to the Xeons. So I'm gonna really definitely have a lot of advantages there with the streaming PC. Even if it's 5 frames, there's gonna be a lot of situations. But one thing I need to figure out is the audio. That's gonna be the interesting part on the streaming PC. It's called the Flight Sim Show. Okay, cool. Hey, Aviator 757. Good morning. Thanks. Yeah, it's a good cockpit. We're showing the yoke cam today for a little bit. We are blocking some of the panel here, but we figured we'd show the SciTech cockpit and the pajama pants, of course. Yeah, Yeah, streaming PC. We'll see what happens. I need to get the splitter, and then I also need to get the Elgato capture card. Because what that splitter does is that splitter is going to allow me to still watch on my 4K 40-inch TV, and then I'm going to output to the streaming PC at 1080p. So, and then go up to the Twitch and YouTube and Hitbox and Beam.pro. So you tried with an AverMedia Live Gamer, and man, it made a mess of my graphics. Yeah, there's a fine balance for sure. By the way, we're streaming on YouTube, Beam.pro, Hitbox, and also on Twitch. But for those of you on the other platforms, keep in mind that the chat mostly is over on twitch.tv/JohnFly. Okay, so let's start the flight here for FS Economy. That gives us our fuel and our passengers. And I've gone ahead and turned on the nav and strobe. And we'll go ahead and taxi onto runway 31. Such a beautiful airport. It seriously is. I mean, look at the details. Oh, love it. This is a GPB 500 airport, so yeah. Got the engine noise turned way down, I know. All right, so here we go. We're going full throttle here. Runway 31 to Palm Springs. I'll probably do a quick flyover of the airport here. Nav and strobes are on. It's a no flaps takeoff. And see, let's rotate. We'll fly runway heading here for a little while. Take a quick look at Palm Springs here. It's gorgeous. I wonder if any of you guys are running 10.5 and you're having some issues with your camera views. So for example, normally I get like this cockpit view and I hit Control 4, right? And so if I go to an outside view and then I hit the 4, I can go back to the cockpit view, right? Well, what I've done is I've bound that cockpit view to my joystick, right? So here's 0, right? And I can hit 0 back and forth, but if I've done a toggle for that position number 4 on this one joystick button, and it right there, it's not working. You can see on the lower camera. Anyway, all right, let's just make a quick turn out here. We're a little bit slow, so we need to keep the vertical speed down. We're fully loaded. We got 4 passengers and lots of fuel. So, your streaming PC is an i5. The mess was created by the fact that my 29-inch ultra high def ultra wide monitor got downgraded. Okay. How much does this plane cost? I think this is, yeah, 25, 30. Is it? And maybe it's 35. 35? Yeah. You use X camera. I tried X camera for a few days. Didn't get into it yet. Normally you would not buzz the tower, especially if you were on the Pilot Edge network, but we'll give you a little flyby of the tower and terminal here, and then we'll head to destination. No issues for you? Okay. Cannot get my views on one-way multi-way hat on the X52. Okay. Yeah, I'm using this. It's not a hat switch. It's like a slider on my Cytec yoke. Yeah, you get totally busted for doing this type of flying in the real world. It's funny how there's a Virgin America aircraft at Palm Springs. All right, so let's bring up the GPS. Well, let's sync our heading bug. We can go into autopilot heading mode. We go up at, yeah, we can go up at 300 feet per minute. That's fine. Here we're going to flight plan menu. We're going to delete the flight plan. Then we're going to go direct to, and we're going to put in key. Oh, and this is what I learned the other day. I didn't believe I didn't know this, but you can use the scroll wheel for putting in your waypoint. I always have been clicking. Someone said, you can use the scroll wheel, you know. I'm like, oh. So, I'm not even a year into X-Plane, so that's my excuse, right? KCLR is where we're going. So, we're going to activate that. Oops. Don't get too slow, John. Put that into GPS mode. Heading, nav. And we're going to slow that way down. It's lean. Sometimes I get too distracted by things. There we go. Okay, any news on X-Plane Con? No news as of yet. Still in the preliminary stages. Other than the date. But the problem is there are a few logistics that are trying to be worked out. So just between you and me and whoever's in here, it might be delayed a little bit. So we want to do it right. Even if it's small to begin with, we want to do it right. Does the scenery have the cable car up the mountain? I don't know. I've never seen the cable car up the mountain before. Realism for the win. Yeah. In 4.5, you had no issues with the button binding. Yeah, Camero, I had no issues whatsoever. Now, did they change the position? And let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if I go into joystick and button, and I go to buttons basic, right? Or no, buttons advanced. No, where did it go? Oh, that's weird. There it is. Okay, so buttons advanced. And you can see here I've done 3D cockpit location number 4, memorize. I used to do location number 4 right there, but then actually it was the 4 key is actually the 3 key on here, right? So I used to do view 3D cockpit location 3. But now if I go outside, oh, that would worked. Let's move it around. That works, so it's back to 3. But the other day, it rebound itself. So that might be better. Okay, so 4 on the keypad is number 3, which is what it was before, but for some reason it changed for me. That's kind of weird. A bit of advice regarding the Carenado 208. To get any decent kind of cruise speed, the ITT is close to redline. You reckon on a modeling issue or pilot error? I'm not sure, to be honest. Probably a modeling issue, but not sure. I might meet up on PE. Where are you flying to? ERW 1029. I'm flying from Palm Springs over to, it's called Hatfield Memorial, KCLR. And I'm not on Pilot Edge at the moment. When I started the stream, Pilot Edge wasn't open, so I didn't do that. Yes, we do run Rush's model for the Caravan 208. The mod. All right, so let's take a quick look. Golf course. What's a John Fly stream without recognizing a golf course or 17 golf courses? But yeah, I'll probably, if I have time, I'll probably jump over to, I might go from KCLR over to Ontario, but I'm not sure if I'll have time. Yeah, well, fire up on Pilot Edge. I can go on Pilot Edge, no problem, because I'm actually outside of any sort of airspace. I can just connect, no problem. Welcome back, Virus City. Oop. That looks like I really like to would really like to be there, this winter, right there. Nice big lake, pools, nice golf, tennis courts.
Oh, snack. I just got hosted with the mosted.
Thank you for the host.
5-card stud, nothing wild. And the sky's the limit.
Virus City with the host. Thank you, sir. Neltron, this is Ortho 4XP scenery. Golf course. I mean, there's 127 golf courses in the Palm Springs area. So yeah, this is Ortho 4XP. The Ortho 4XP is built on HD Mesh V3. So it's Ortho satellite photo, and on top of HD Mesh V3 with OSM data for the roads and the cars and whatnot. So, been looking for this for you, John. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it is my dreamland. Yeah. Okay, so that's an X camera flyby. Okay. Yeah, so here's the default flyby, going around with the default. And so I should probably look into getting X camera again, because yeah, I can't remember what the problem was I had with X camera. It was something, I can't remember. That's the post where you transposed the brand of the plane, though. Are you going to be doing any live streaming at the Flight Sim show, Whitecliff? That'd be pretty cool. I was fortunate enough to have a chat with Austin at Flight Sim Con, and he was also gracious enough to have me take a picture with him. It was cool. Golf course. It took me a while getting the concept in my head, but once I figured it was a breeze. Yeah, I can't remember what it was that what the issue was. I bought it, so I have it. So it's just probably just a matter of patience playing around with it. You might do a Facebook live show. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I expect lots of good vlogs, and maybe a clip of. Well, why don't you do a Facebook live show for their announcement? That way you can get a press badge and everything. All right, let's check our navigation here. go. About 48 miles from destination. These mountains, they look... There's another golf course. These mountains look so real. I wish you could be here in the 4K TV and see the clarity. But that's worth a screenshot right there. Yep. Have I heard of Miramar Lakes down in Fort Myers? Miramar? I have not heard of Miramar Lakes. What's there, Virus? Exterminator, you like the X camera because of the interaction with Track IR? Yeah, I got sick with Track IR. They said try it for a little while, give it time. I got sick a lot with that one. Nice. Yeah, he's an approachable guy. If Austin gets to talking about his movie, that's also pretty interesting stuff. He's talking about the patent troll scams. Golf. Yep. I've been enjoying Philip's live streams and YouTube videos of X-Plane 11. It's kind of there's not a lot of people that know about his live streams or his YouTube videos, but he's been showing a lot of X-Plane 11 on live, and the menu system and the new functionality of being able to do procedures, stars and SIDS from the GNS 430 and 530. My only gripe is that he's using the default 172. But then again, they need to make sure the default works, I guess. It's a super nice community around a golf course. We have a house down there, and it's just stunning. It was voted #1 community in the USA. Well, if it's got a golf course, I'm in. It's already up there on one of my favorite places in Florida, in Fort Myers, Florida. Do you golf, Virus City? Miramar. Okay. Exterminator 24 uses Track IR for both GA and tube liners. Most handy for GA and helicopters, though. I would say that the Track IR is really helpful for when you're turning downwind or when you're turning final, being able to gauge where that airport is to make that turn. Because in the real world, you're in a Cessna, right? And you're looking off to your left, and you can actually look behind you really easy to see where you need to gauge that turn. So, when I'm left downwind or right downwind, making that crosswind. So. Thanks, Coop, for granting the permission there. Yeah. So when that Track IR comes in handy when you're turning base, especially. Base to final. All right, this is the Salton Sea. My dad and grandpa loved to golf. I remember when I was little, he would drag me out of bed at 5 a.m. and we all go golfing. It was fun. Well, have you golf sometimes now? All right, well. You probably have gathered by now I can't get enough of it. I just got a new driver. I love it. Can you disconnect or connect depending on where you are on the flight? Yeah. I mean, you can program a button on your joystick or keyboard to disconnect or reconnect to track IR. Hello, average gamer. And Delon Clip is also a good head tracking setup. Yeah, I haven't tried Delon Clip. My problem is I think I looked around too much, and so I'd get that, like kind of that motion sickness. But also for streaming purposes, is if I'm sitting there constantly looking around. Let's say I'm looking over here at my chat screen, or I'm over here looking at my ForeFlight or my other screen here for FS Economy or what have you, Sky Vector. But I'm moving around. If I haven't disabled that track IR, the stream's just watching this like view that goes all over everywhere. So it's a little much if you don't forget to hit that toggle button. All right, so just heading out over the Salton Sea. We are 34 miles to destination. Need to do some work on this because I'm not so sure this is it's being seen as water. Oh! XPD, the XPD, X-Plane dedicated. Wycliffe Barrett, thank you for the donation. That gets us up to almost 63% for the HD Fury Splitter 4K Pro box for our streaming PC. That's going to make the stream better, and you, my friend, have made it closer to reality through your support of the channel. If you're not following XPD, click on the XPD, give that man a follow. Also, if you want to post, I'll give you permission again. You can post your YouTube channel. XPD's got X-Plane dedicated YouTube channel. He's coming out with vlogs. He's got airport reviews, plane reviews, you name it, all X-Plane related. So give the man a follow. Check out his YouTube channel. And yeah, good stuff. Thank you again for the donation. I appreciate that very much. All right, Wycliffe B is the YouTube channel. Okay, there you go. All right, so not really scenic out this way over the Salton Sea. We kind of left that scenery there, but yeah. Oh, hey. Generous donations today. That's a very, very nice donation there, Virus City. Thank you. Click on Virus City. He's also streaming P3D and a little bit of X-Plane. I did see him stream the IXEG last what was about 4 weeks ago, maybe 6 at most. A lot of good P3D content coming out of Virus City. And yeah, thank you so much for the donation, Virus City. I appreciate that. That gets us up to 89.92% there. So getting that much closer to that splitter. That's awesome. Thank you, Virus City. Yeah, appreciate it. I look forward to your streams. I'll be honest. When I see X-Plane in the title, though, it drags me in. So, and I think I did make a comment about some of the fellows in your TeamSpeak, and I think. One day I think I said something about how they need to watch their mouth a little bit more, and I think they did after I said that. Sometimes we can't control what others say. But yeah, give Virus City a follow, everyone. And 122 Victor uniform, greetings. Hello, how you doing? I'm happy. We're doing FS economy. We're flying in the Palm Springs area. We've got 25 miles to destination, and we just had two. Oh. What an awesome crowd today.
Go get it, Bubba.
Yeah, go get it, Bubba. FSE Tony B with knocking out the remainder there. Thank you so much for the donation, FSE Tony B. FSE Tony B, who I call Tony now. Tony will be streaming here in the near future. If I'm not mistaken, he'll probably get that going after he gets his new PC. But well done, guys. You're giving me goosebumps. I'm not kidding. I got goosebumps. You can probably see them on the yoke cam. I get just the generosity of the community. So we're gonna order that HD Fury splitter today, and then we'll get going on that streaming PC. I will probably let's see, what's today? Monday. So yeah, probably the stream Wednesday or this weekend, Sunday. We'll probably be doing a fundraiser for Mr. X. Is probably the next donation goal. And for the month of September, we'll try to do some fundraising there for Mr. X airports. We've done a little bit of fundraising for GPB 500. So hey, thanks again. All of you who have donated today, that's just awesome. And you might as well follow FSE Tony B now, because he'll be streaming in the near future, right? I also wanted to bring light to something that's really odd. In the chat list, you'll see a guy by the name of Electrical Skateboard. That is I don't know what that is, but he's been in the chat for probably 5 weeks now. He will not leave the chat, and and the thing is he is in about 1,000 different chat rooms for different streamers, just sitting there. There's even a thread on Reddit about him. So if you guys are out there streaming or are in streams and you see that there, it's a bot of some sort. Can't figure that one out yet. All right, we're 19 miles to destination. All right, so just so you guys see the I'll just show you what all right, so just over here on all right, Coop 1019. Take care. And by the way, everyone, Coop 1019 is developing a plane called the Hawker. And it's I don't know when that will be released, but he's doing some mighty fine work on that jet, business jet. And Coop 1019 here in the chat also produced this livery for me. My 572 Delta X-ray, Captain John Fly, and also the Twitch and Pallet Edge logo. This is a Coop 1019 livery there, folks. So thank you. Take care, sir. XPD, the Global Sim Alliance. It's a Twitch team, and it's it's a bunch of streamers, and it's I don't control who's on it. You have to be a partner in order to have a team. And so a friend of mine is a partner. Well, he's a Twitch employee, which makes him a partner automatically. He's a Twitch employee, so he runs the team. And what he does is I throw him some names, and he goes out and he watches their stream, and then he decides whether or not he's, going to add them to the list of the Global Sim Alliance. So I don't run the team or run the list. He also kind of stays behind the scenes. But what I'll do is I'll tell him to watch some of your streams. But you have good content, and would be a good member of the Global Sim Alliance. The only thing that I do recall with him once, though, is he watched a stream. This was back in June or May or June, and he watched a stream, and what he didn't like about this particular streamer was that it was a letterbox, and so if you do letterbox for your streaming, he doesn't like it. I don't know. Some of it could be because a lot of people don't have the widescreen monitors, or just having that black space on top and bottom. So I don't know if you can. I think you stream with the letterbox. So I don't know if that's really probably pretty awesome for the people that are running, say, the 1440 or whatever like that. But he did make a comment that a lot of people are not in favor of the letterbox, the black borders on either side. So maybe try a 1920 by 1080 stream, and see what happens. And then I'll definitely pass along the info for him to take a look at your stream. That'd be cool to have you on the team. All right. So destination's coming up. We're 10 miles. The airport elevation is minus 182 feet. So we're 182 feet below sea level. So let's get down to pattern altitude. So I can go down here to my autopilot, and I can rotate that dial until this says 818 feet, 820 feet above the ground. 820 feet. Yeah, that'll be pattern altitude. Or I can use my voice command. So let's try voice command. Let's see if this works. Set altitude 800. Oh. Set altitude 800. Oh, it didn't work. That's funny. I bet you it doesn't like hundreds. Set altitude 1,000. Yep, sure enough. It doesn't like hundreds. Set altitude 1,200. No. Set altitude 1,500. Set altitude 1,200. Set altitude 1,000. Alright, so it doesn't like some of those. You got to be particular. Go ahead and we'll descend down to pattern altitude, which here again is about 820 feet. You're going to go make some waffles. Enjoy the waffles. 0,800. Ooh, let's try that. Set altitude 0,800. Set altitude 1,000. Set altitude 1,000. Yeah, I got to figure out what it likes there. We'll go ahead and bring back our throttle so we don't overspeed. Turn on our landing lights. Yeah, it must be a minimum. Okay, so nearby is Cliff Hatfield Memorial Airport has runway 26 and 8. Winds are 320 at 8 nearby. There's the airport right there. So we will, yeah, we'll go into sync our heading bug, go into heading mode. We're going to turn out here and lose some altitude. I think in some planes it requires you to launch the LS to go below an altitude. Okay. All right, so we're going to land on 26, which we'll just come out here a little bit until we get down to pattern altitude. Actually, we're not going to run on 26. We're going to land on we'll land on 8. That's weird. Doesn't feel like it feels like we're going different direction. Okay. I think we're okay now. All right, so we'll go and land on runway 8. Oh, I better arm this. I think it is armed. Yeah, it is. Oops. Okay. Some wind out here, boys. Okay. Said some wind in the nearby area. One more throttle. We're going to go ahead and open up the bedding in case you want to bet on the landing. Bedding is now open. You have to do exclamation bet space the option and then the amount. So like if you want to bet on option number 1, you'd type exclamation bet space 1 space 100 to bet 100 John Fly miles on option number 1. Okay, we got some flaps down. Need to trim up our aircraft because we're not. Ooh, and this is a small runway, so be careful with your betting. And we have a fence. A fence right in front of the runway, which blows my mind. Since there's not a fence all the way around the airport here, just at the runway end. So I got to clear the fence and then steel greaser. brakes are a little sensitive here, so I was whoa. Whoa. It was 118, by the way. And I think a couple of those bets were a little bit late. Might have clipped the fence. Yeah, we can watch it on the replay. We're at Cliff Hatfield Memorial Airport. Need to look. Who wants to look up who Cliff Hatfield is? Let's read about Cliff Hatfield. Who wants to look that up? Who wants to Google foo? Got some people over there at the terminal waiting to get picked up. All right, let's. Forgot some of our lighting here a little bit. We're gonna park here rather than at the stand because we're making a turnaround. Let's cut our engine, set our parking brake, and come up to FS economy, X economy, open X economy, finish the flight. There we go. So the landing rate was option number 1. So who do we have? We had a total of 3,100 John Fly miles were bet. 2 viewers won, 5 viewers lost. Whoa. I even gave a little demonstration about how you can bet on option number 1, but people didn't go for it. What'd they bet on? Some on 4, some on 3, some on 2. All right, so there's FS economy. We have here on the other screen. We got a breakdown here. So the income was $2,289. The rental of the aircraft was $69.10. We had $26 in fuel, $228 ground crew fee, and a distance bonus of -44. Earnings this flight, $1,920. So there's our FS economy. We'll go up to banking, and we'll go to quick transfer, set cash to 1,000. Nearing, well, we're over 90,000, so that's good. We used to have a lot more money, but we bought some aircraft. So we bought a Caravan, a 572 Alpha Uniform Caravan 208. And oops, that was the Caravan 208 was on sale because of the maintenance fees. I wonder how much a Caravan's going for nowadays. If I go back over here to the other screen, if I go over here to purchase aircraft, and I do a search. Let's do a search by model, and then I go down here to a Cessna 208 Caravan search. All right, so yeah, so if I look at, okay, so the cheapest one in the United States is $650,000. I don't want to fly these, that's like Australia, Italy, Australia. I don't want to ferry those back to the United States. So my nearest one would be in Toledo, Washington, 650 grand, and the engine time is 233. So as you can see, the price goes up. There's one here at Meadows, Bakersfield, which is in the Pilot Edge area, but it's 650,000. So I got a really good deal. My plane had less than 200 hours on the engine, and I bought it for 540. So I got a good deal. And part of it was because they were having a lot of sales because of the new Pilot Edge owner fees that were coming into play. So all sorted. I got rid of the letterbox. You're on my slave PC, so no sound now. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the non-letterbox goes there for Wycliffe. Let's watch our replay here. So, replay. We'll close the FS economy box. And we'll play this from the outside. Whoa, steep turns. Let's fast forward a little bit here. Don't you have to turn off avionics before cutting the engines? No, because sometimes you want to still listen to the radio on the ground. You don't want to start the engines with your avionics on, but I don't think there's a problem with having your avionics off or still on when your engines are turned off. But I could be wrong, because you're right, there is some voltage variance. That's an interesting question. Matt Melez, thank you for the follow. All right, so we're coming in. We're going to crosswind. Thinks we may have clipped the fence. Let's see if we did. It's going to be close, right?
I don't mean to alarm anybody.
Matt M. Les, thank
but
you.
I think we're being followed.
Nice touchdown. Yeah, we were a good, 6-8 feet from the fence, so that was cool. Seamaster, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
He had some nice debt built up because of the owner fears. Yeah, I know what you mean. Whoa. All right. We'll do one more here from the, maybe two more. We'll do a tower view, and then we'll do I like this runway view. It's kind of cool. Almost center line, huh?
6 flaps, flaps.